Ever since the second game came out, I have been hooked on Uncharted, and I still think, till this day, that Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy are probably one of my two favorite storytelling experiences when it comes to the Uncharted series. Now, obviously, this whole entire channel is called Movie Savant. Now, when it comes to movies, you think of a cinematic experience, and usually games are not really supposed to be cinematic experiences, but recently, things have been changing. So sure, Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy are two titles that actually came out maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I may be wrong. I'm going to put the correct year up here. So it's been a bit of a while that this has been released and has been out on the market. And I still think that these two games, till this day, still are fantastic experiences. I think this is one of those games that you play and your girlfriend just stands up and comes see what you're playing and thinks it's a movie. It's absolutely amazing how well Naughty Dog is able to take games to the next level, to the point where you could honestly see a movie with those characters and that's it. Now, obviously, people are going to ask me, what did I think of the Uncharted movie? And honestly, I'm not going to talk about the Uncharted movie because I'm probably going to make a separate video on it. Yeah, that needs its own video because, yeah, it just needs its own video. Yeah, Uncharted 4 was probably the main reason why I bought a PS4, and I remember it because I had saved up some money to get this console because it was the bundle. It was the bundle. It was Uncharted 4 coming with the PS4 Slim. I loved it, and I was like, dude, and it was even Black Friday, which was even nuts that I was able to get it on Black Friday. I think it was for like $250. I believe that was what was going on. It was $250 for the PS4 Slim and Uncharted 4 in the bundle, and I said, dude, this is it. I want to buy it. And I remember getting to the Best Buy and there were like stacks, and I mean stacks. There's probably well over 100 to 200 PS4 Slims literally stacked up there for people to buy, and I went over there and I grabbed one and I was like, this is it. I want to play Uncharted 4 because this is a fantastic experience. And I remember getting home and I plugged it in and I said, dude, wow me. And it did. It did wow me. The story was amazing. Music-wise, I was about to call it a movie because it's so good, but just the experience as a whole was fantastic. I got to see these characters in a more mature state. Obviously, coming out of Uncharted 3, you know, seeing how these characters were in Uncharted 3 and seeing them now in 4, you see like a maturity shift, especially now that Drake is older and Elena is older, and both are kind of like living their lives as a married couple now, and you see their lives in a completely different state of mind, because now he kind of has a job where he excavates and he's a scuba diver and he is picking up, you know, trash in the ocean and that sort of thing. So it's a really cool concept to see these characters in a more human state rather than this sort of like big video gamey kind of world. And honestly, I have to say, the relationship between the two of them is just fantastic. Seeing Elena and seeing Nathan just communicating with each other, having little nuances, seeing that their lives are different, and, you know, seeing Nathan kind of wanting to go back to hunting for treasure and that sort of thing is a really interesting perspective. Now, that's not to say that this game isn't action-packed, because it's very action-packed. There's a bunch of action scenes. There are moments where you're like just shooting left and right. There are moments that feel like Indiana Jones. There's even literally the scene in Uncharted 4 that was kind of copied over into the Uncharted movie. Again, the Uncharted movie has its own video coming. Yeah, I need to talk about that movie some other time because I have a lot to say about that movie. And I think Uncharted 4 kind of ends really well too. It has a nice ease off point. It kind of teases the future of the couple, you know, and if you haven't played the game, spoiler alert, they do have a daughter now, and it's a really cool kind of like, okay, maybe we'll get an Uncharted in the future where you play as their daughter and Drake is more of the companion character. And I think that would be a fantastic concept to put into fruition. Now we're going to move over to Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which runs off of the same engine as that game, as Uncharted 4. And we now follow Chloe. Now, Chloe is a very cool character. She deserves a game all to her own. And I think Lost Legacy, even though it's more of like an expansion to Uncharted 4, I still think that she deserves a much longer game, along with Sam as well. And understanding her perspective that this is not a mission for something that's, you know, oh, it's just some treasure. No, she's doing this for her family. She wants to kind of like complete her dad's story. And it's kind of emotional to see Chloe kind of go through the steps that her father went through, and to get to the temple and seeing that, you know, her father was there. He went through those different steps that she is going through right now. And that sort of connection between her and her father is a really, really cool idea that was executed very well. And I think the dynamic between Chloe and Nadine is fantastic. I think both of them are really cool and unique characters, and both of them have different motives as to why they are on this mission. You know, while Nadine is thinking about the business side of her, you know, endeavors and thinking about how Shoreline isn't necessarily what it was supposed to be, and sort of giving that up to, you know, kind of help out Chloe is a really interesting dynamic. And seeing Chloe kind of convince Nadine to be, you know, more supportive and less business oriented, I think is really cool, and a great kind of friendship dynamic that they were able to connect the two of them, you know. And then we get Sam into the whole story, and Sam just brings in, you know, the messiness that he is, and, you know, he's just there to not cause trouble, but definitely he is not just a silly face. He's there to, you know, get his own cash in his own hands, and, you know, he's there for the money, he's there for the fortune, you know. Drakes are in it for the fortune kind of thing. And I think having the three of them in that game is fantastic. And The Lost Legacy, even though it was criticized for being a shorter version of an Uncharted game, I still think it stands on its own. I mean, you can play the entire game in the course of maybe 8 hours, I think, 7-8 hours. You've played pretty much the entire game. And I think it's fantastic. It's a fantastic addition to the Uncharted world. And I have to mention probably one of my favorite scenes that was kind of recreated from Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was honestly my favorite Uncharted game until Uncharted 4 came out. And The Lost Legacy was able to recreate the train sequence in the Lost Legacy storyline. Honestly, I love the train sequence from Uncharted 2, and to see the Lost Legacy kind of recreate that, honestly, unbelievable. Probably one of my favorite endings to a game. Absolutely one of my favorite endings to a game. And all in all, both games are fantastic experiences. Even right now it's 2023, and it's still a fantastic experience. And I definitely believe that you should go ahead and pick this game up. And the best part is that you can pick this game up now for pretty cheap. I think I saw it on GameStop for like $10. And I saw Lost Legacy the other day for like $5, I think was on Amazon. These games are really cheap now, and I think that if you want to invest your time in a really cool storytelling experience, Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy are great. And even if you have a newer console, they do have the new, I think, the new Legacy Collection, I believe. I'm going to put up the photo of it right here. So if you have a chance, go download that. You can even play it on PC now. Both games you can play on PC now, which is nuts. So go out there, download this game, and play it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. If you've never played it, you're definitely going to love it. And having said all that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and go down in the comments down below and tell me, have you ever played Uncharted 4 or The Lost Legacy? Did you enjoy both games? Did you not enjoy those games? Please leave that in the comments down below. I want to hear from you what you guys think. And while you're down there, click the subscribe button, because you know that this channel will have videos up every single day. And while you're there, go ahead and hit the bell icon, because you want to be notified when those videos go live. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please have fun, enjoy your days, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Come on.